Ahsoka has been Disney's best attempt to bring prequel-level lightsaber fights back to Star Wars. But which of its 7 wielders has the most skill? Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching for more details. Ahsoka shines as one of Disney's best lightsaber fighters, showcasing epic battles and impressive skills. Characters like Sabine, Shin Hati, and Ezra bring unique styles and abilities to the lightsaber combat. Anakin Skywalker, the Chosen One, stands out as the most skilled warrior among all lightsaber wielders. There's a clear hierarchy in skill between the various lightsaber wielders in the Ahsoka series. But regardless of who would beat who in battle, Ahsoka has been one of Disney's best attempts at bringing spectacular lightsaber battles back to Star Wars. Numerous characters in the cast boast impressive saber abilities, and each of them specializes in unique forms of lightsaber combat. The Ahsoka series features a plethora of lightsaber styles. While Rosario Dawson's Ahsoka Tano has perfected the art of light and agile strokes, the late Ray Stevenson's Baylan Skoll prefers to slam down on his opponents with sheer strength. Meanwhile, Ezra Bridger doesn't even need a lightsaber to prove himself, while characters such as Shin Hati and Sabine Wren tend to heavily rely on their blades. In any case, Ahsoka has some of the best lightsaber fighters in Star Wars. Merrick, like all Inquisitors in the Empire, wielded a formidable double-bladed lightsaber with a spinning center. Despite being similar to most of his ilk, Merrick was special since he was one of the few Inquisitors left active after the collapse of the Empire in Return of the Jedi. When he was first revealed, many wondered who exactly was behind his scaled mask. One popular theory was that Ahsoka would bring Galen Merrick, whose name vaguely resembles Merrick, back into Star Wars canon from the Star Wars Force Unleashed video games, but this didn't turn out to be true. In reality, Merrick turned out to have died long before the events of Ahsoka. In fact, he may even have died before the Empire's collapse in Return of the Jedi. During their face-off, Ahsoka expertly dealt with Merrick with ease. As he died once more, a plume of green smoke expelled from his corpse as he deflated. Merrick was nothing more than a deceased corpse, puppeteered by Morgan Elsbeth using her Night Sister magic. Merrick's actual abilities with his lightsaber pale in comparison to the other characters in Ahsoka. Since he's technically dead, his reaction time as a Night Sister zombie has greatly decreased. He was likely much more formidable while alive. Like many of the other Inquisitors, he tends to rely on the spinning function of his lightsaber to intimidate enemies, rather than actually show off any sort of meaningful skill. One of the biggest surprises in Ahsoka was seeing Natasha Liu Bordizzo's Sabine Wren attempt to become a Jedi. Originally from Dave Filoni's Star Wars Rebels series, Sabine is a colorful Mandalorian with a knack for engineering. In Rebels, she briefly wielded and trained with the Darksaber before bequeathing the famous blade to Bo Katan Kryze. But beyond that, she showed no talent or interest in becoming a Jedi. Nevertheless, Sabine's Jedi arc in Ahsoka centers around her perfecting her lightsaber skills and deepening her connection to the Force. Despite Qiuyang and much of the audience believing Sabine's efforts to be hopeless, she does manage to tap into the Force by the end of the series. Additionally, her lightsaber skills also greatly improve, to the point where Ezra Bridger insists she keep his old lightsaber. Sabine only has a beginner's understanding of lightsaber combat. Her subpar Force sensitivity automatically puts her below many of the other seasoned warriors in Ahsoka. There's a high chance she'd be able to beat or outwit someone like Merrick, who is merely a mindless puppet of Elsbeth's creation. But Sabine still has a long way to go before she can beat anyone else in the series. Shin Hati is one of Ahsoka's newest lightsaber fighters, and her purpose in the story is still shrouded in mystery. Similar to other Bakken Jedi, who were trained after the fall of the Jedi Temple, Shin became Baylan Skoll's apprentice long after he'd left the Jedi Order. She has no memory or experience of the horrors of Order 66, nor does she remember a time before the Empire. So while she may still be knave to the greater power struggles in the galaxy, she has a clear goal for herself.